robaletseka, toeleef koerai, voelig soos yes, ja. En het week op jou moer, soos een officer op iets op verhinderd vervoer. Nai kulaf in hij kwai sultan, zij subuta, live slata pansula, vier hij stoep af, draai de schroef af met zout en azijn, kooslijke draak, wees die zij goed staan. Video maat zij zie, video paard zij licht door laat in mijn smart, ja, music. Zoek naar mijn broers en week in om mijn shit, zie en bob en die zij move, kon likken op, maal die kaal, die ik sluit, zie oud, is maal met die sound, zoals panic saus van die kaap, free. Skaf 10 soos bakstenen, van jou ziek gedachtes en asfaltbienen. Hoe nacht met die freestyle, so files op die landkaart, zoals Kaspaas en Transvaal. Die mannen in middel, te hard op die wakkels, wat in jou binnenste jas nodig je ding. Freestyle vragen, jas nodig je ding. Zats, vangen, jas nodig je ding. Zeg je iets, ja. Zats komen vertrap, skoppen klappen, skoppen zaak, dof opgemaakt. Tokkelen oppervlak en drop vrachten, vol substance, soos viskop en patat. Druk het in jou tonsel, spring in die middel, begin die film, die so gospel. Doefdaf, robaletseka, toeleef koerai, voelig soos yes, ja. En het week op jou moer, soos een officer op iets op verhinderd vervoer. Nai kulaf in hij kwai sultan, zij subuta, live slata pansula, vier hij stoep af, draai de schroef af met zout en azijn, kooslijke draak, wees die zij goed staan. Video maat zij zie, video paard zij licht door laat in mijn smart, ja, music. Zoek naar mijn broers en week in om mijn shit, zie en bob en die zij move, kon likken op, maal die kaal, die ik sluit, zie oud, is maal met die sound, soos panic saus van die kaap, free. Skaf 10 soos bakstenen, van jou ziek gedachtes en asfaltbienen. Hoe nacht met die freestyle, so files op die landkaart, zoals Kaspaas en Transvaal. Die mannen in middel, te hard op die wakkels, wat in jou binnenste jas nodig je ding. Freestyle vragen, jas nodig je ding. Zats, vangen, jas nodig je ding. Zeg je iets, ja. Zats komen voor...
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Hip Hop Nation TV. It's another episode. Yeah, man. So good. What's up? Holla at y'all. Oh, man. Oh, we got a dope MC today, man. Cape Town. Big up, yo. Yo, we're about to go in. Oh, homie's here. Okay, let's go in. It's my homie Jitsvinger. Away. Just wait for him to go in.
Away, guys.
Away, Kazi. Shop is it.
Nah,
I'm good, my guy. Yeah, man. It's finally the day. Otherwise,
yeah, one day at a time, bro. Trying to stay COVID free.
Ish, my guy. It's one of those things, quarantining and all that stuff. Ish.
You know. But it's all good, man. I mean, we can still stay creative, we can still stay connected,
True.
With each other, thanks to the internet.
Yeah, and technology.
We made it, so we might as well use it.
Yeah, we're going digital, man. So yeah, man. Please, man, introduce yourself, man, for our viewers, and the youngsters out there,
Yo, okay, Jitsvinger, Afrikaans MC, and I also dabble with a bit of theater. I do record and perform. Started traveling early, trying to, spread what we do in South Africa, especially Cape Town, with regards to Afrikaans and not only that, but the way we live,
True.
And thanks to rap, you can now force a whole lot of information in 16 bars.
True that, man. So, man, what really inspired you to rap in Afrikaans, and how important do you think it is, like, in finding the preservation of the language and in your culture?
Well, the first time I heard rap, my older brother, he used to play rap music, and when I say that, he used to play Ice Cube, Public Enemy, Eazy-E stuff, Ice-T,
Sure.
I was I was baptized in fire. so so at a
That
young
80s stuff.
yeah, man, I'm an 80s baby. So by the time he started influencing me, I was about 11 years old when I heard my first rap, on cassettes. Because rap wasn't as glamorous as it is today, most.
True,
Today
true,
you
true,
find everyone wants to rap. We started when no one had an idea, thought about it, or even want to get near the art form.
true
When it
that,
was only
true that,
Black Noise, or when it was only Prophets of the City,
true,
with
true.
that bit of airtime on radio or on TV. So you really had to squeeze the most of your attention, just get into every word they say, and yeah. So for me, that was the excitement, and getting into the lyrical part of it was based on my love for language. I mean, I read books, loads of books when I was still in my primary school years. My father made us go to the library, make us choose 5 books we want to read for the week. You know how that went. So I just went into sci-fi here, and I went into actual there, and that's how it went. So that was my consumption. I loved language, man. Yeah.
Word, word, word. That's dope because I see in your performances like you're into poetry and then it's rap and then the jazz. So like how do you like able to combine all those elements and then make it into one thing and accommodate the entire audience?
Oh, yeah. Did I mention my mother taught me how to play guitar? In fact, my
Oh
family
wow,
is
that's dope.
musical, you know.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so I was exposed to harmonizing, keeping, staying in key, staying in the pocket. From playing piano since I was 4. Keyboard though, my father bought me a little Casio when I was like 4 years old, and I
Dope.
was busy conducting sound, and then that's how that developed. So there was a lot of things that a lot of investments were made, can I say, um, into what Jitsvinger is today since an early age. And yeah, I just try to do all that I can. If not in a rap song, then I collaborate with an opera singer maybe, or just see what I can do and not limit myself, because yeah, that leaves that to the platforms that says, yeah, you can only do this and that. So I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
But if I work with that one, then I'll be on a theater stage, and if I work with that
sure,
one,
sure, sure.
yeah, that's how
So
that
so
goes.
so I guess you get the support system from the family and like even you even mentioned that your influences are people like Pops Muhammad.
Oh yeah.
So I mean that's a legend right there. I mean because
You know,
yeah,
funny thing, and I have to big up Teba,
mm,
the original social worker, Teba Shumba.
sure.
Uh, when I was back in mid 2000s, when I had to open for Gadesa, Teba, those were the acts in the 90s, like
Wow,
in the mid
wow,
2000s. I was
wow.
the opening act, so I learned a lot from them. Teba, the, what he did was he helped organize this gig called um, Speak the Mind, and
Yeah.
I was still touring in Switzerland in 2008. So before I came back, he sent me um, this invitation saying, you're going to be on the lineup and you're going to collaborate with Pops Muhammad. So I was on a train somewhere
Wow.
between St. Gallen and Bern or something. And then something told me, bruh, Google this, bruh. Google Pops Muhammad. Get to know the people you're going to work with. I sat for 5 minutes scrolling that guy's biography, just
Yeah.
scrolling, going like, okay, so this bruh just he's been around for long. He's been
True that.
working with, he got in touch with the Quincy Joneses, and he started in
Yeah.
the late
Yeah.
'60s. So yeah,
Wow.
I couldn't wait to get home, and we just during sound check we sorted out that whole performance during sound check. Me and Pops, we would just say,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna do that. Yeah, and you're gonna play this. They had to
Yeah.
stop us. People were busy leaving when we were still jamming on stage
Word.
at the arena. stage and at Artscape. Yeah, that was where it was. Yeah, so
Right, right. Yeah,
it's a
it's
funny
funny
thing.
you should mention like Quincy Jones because he also like has a major influence in hip hop, you know, like
Oh
people
yeah,
sampling from him, you know. So yeah, man, because I even remember my late father when he had the collections for Pops Muhammad. So yeah, I know, yeah.
sure.
Those are, yeah, man, those are jazz legends right there. So I mean, so
Hmm.
considering the fact that you traveled, I mean, like France, Taiwan, Netherlands, and as a child, and then Switzerland, right? So
Yeah.
I wanted to know, like, how was your experience with that audience and in your rapping in your own language and you know you presenting your culture there? How was
Hmm.
that experience for you?
Hmm. It started in 2007 when I went to Taiwan for the Migration Music Festival.
Word,
And I went with a Khoisan praise poet Jethro Low, calls himself Tanaman Kham, and he kind of opened that whole door for me with regards to culture, getting to know your roots, your real roots, you know.
word,
So I went. So that's when I could cut through the stereotype of being a so-called colored, you know, um, and follow this trajectory of what does it mean to be um, indigenous and what does
word,
that entail, you know? And yeah, people curious. Taiwan was curious, like, oh, you speak what? Afrikaans? And then I've got this call and response where I go, if I say dicey
word.
move, you say Marketan. And then I just clap, singular cans, but I vernacular spectacular. Dicey move, Marketan. Slang and simplify the yak tracks, but they like dicey move, Marketan. And the
Ooh,
people were like, oh, some guy was just putting on his shades. It was nighttime, and he
yeah,
decided to take his
yeah,
shades out. I was checking out the footage afterwards, and I thought, is that putting on his shades? And he just wanted to be
yeah.
cool. He just felt so cool. I thought I could make
Word,
Taiwanese folk feel cool in my own
yeah,
language, and
word,
that was just the approval. That was the you know um, yeah, that just told me that there's a whole world out there that needs to hear this. And then since then it was Switzerland, and then it was the Netherlands, and then it was France, Chile. Yeah,
word,
same
word.
thing.
So, so that if I'm not mistaken, that was the time when you did your your first project, Skelet's Little, ne?
Skeleton key in English, Kalitsletel in
Yeah,
Afrikaans.
yeah,
Yeah, I just thought, man, they say that the doors of opportunity, right?
word, word.
But how do you get in there? You know, you need
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be you the key that goes, you know, that unlocks that door. The way
True
you
that.
think, and you need to inform yourself always. So that's the meaning of that. Um,
Word,
so I released my album in 2006. It was done in
word,
2005, March 2006, and just after that I started traveling. Yeah, everyone, I
word,
recommend everyone to travel, bro. At least once in your
word.
life, go out there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Get to
Yeah.
learn other people's languages, cultures, you know, what
It's
they go
funny enough,
through.
funny enough, you learn about your own culture, your own people, your
True
own
that.
environment by being somewhere else. I mean,
Word, word,
in Taiwan, I saw how people could actually survive off their own culture. And that was just when
word,
I realized I'm indigenous to this land, you know?
word,
But why
word,
isn't my culture working for me? Why have we adopted so much of Western civilization that we've become lost? Hey,
true that.
we're still finding ourselves. Kids are still
Word,
going through identity crises, older folk as well. So, yeah,
yes.
that made
Yeah,
me realize, yeah,
because it's interesting you saying that, you know, because like you have like when you look backwards in history, like you have the ancient Moors, like black people traveling to Europe, you know, we
yeah,
introduced trade to them, we introduced
mm,
alchemy, you
mm,
know, the science, we introduced it to them, you know. So yeah, yeah. I totally get that. I totally understand that. So like with the whole production of Skelet's Little, then who did you have and what and
mm, mm, okay.
yeah, like
Um,
who did you work with and how was the production process to it?
For those
Word.
who don't know,
Yeah.
we came out on CDs back then. So
Yeah, man.
I recorded everything through a crew, production house, management, all in one, and they call themselves High Voltage Entertainment.
Word.
EJ Von
Word.
Lyric, Granville
Big up to them.
Williams, yeah. Um, on production alone, Granville Williams, EJ Von Lyric, Dubmaster China, and POC's, how can you say, I won't say front or leading MC, but Shaheen Arifdin, he also came through, man. I mean, there I was with one of my heroes, and he's just cooking a beat for me while I was just sat there in
Word.
Woodstock, opposite the police station, you know, where I slept.
Word.
I slept in the studio recording. And sometimes, you know, coming back from a gig in Long Street, we back in the studio recording the song we had just performed because now it was ready to be recorded. And then that's how we progressed the album. Who else was on here? Features include Isaac Newton, the late
Word.
Jack,
Oh,
you know, Knuffel
word.
Brain, Ija Von Lyric,
Oh.
Teba Shumba, MXO from
Wow.
Joburg.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's
Wow.
also here. And a few
So.
cuts and scratches from DJ Azul. So,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
those
yeah, 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 yeah. With the Reddy and by the way, what was the crew?
beat
Forgot
bangers.
the crew. Oh yeah, Beat Bangers.
Yeah, the
Ah man,
pioneers, man. Those are the
that's it.
pioneers, bro. So,
Word,
yeah,
word.
that's the 16 track album. Skelet Slater,
Wow.
still available, and it's on sale
Yeah.
on my Bandcamp. So,
Dope, dope,
yeah,
dope,
people can
dope,
go get
dope.
it. So,
Yeah, they heard it. They heard it. They heard it for sure, for sure. So like as you've said, like you've written music for theater and films. So would you say that like do you feel that SA hip hop is well like represented in South African films, you know?
I haven't seen
And
many. I always try to make sure that I get my dose of local movies. I still need to
yeah,
check those productions on Netflix. There are a
yeah,
couple of new ones, um,
yeah.
dancers, characters. So yeah, I would say yes, because
All right.
when Four Corners came out in 2000 and was it 11 or 10, the producers made sure that they don't borrow music like that's not from the country for a local
Right.
produced movie, and that made me not complacent or comfortable to say, okay, now cool, you guys are actually trying to get to the artist. It's still continuing. In fact, they're getting younger musical directors like Kyle Shepherds and Benjamin Zefters who are in touch with the hip hop scene through artists like myself and others to work with him on the soundtracks and stuff. So yeah, I'm confident that there is. I mean, there's this new movie that's going to come out now called Indemnity, um,
Mm.
which is already looking fire. So I'm going to check that out. You know,
Dope,
and I
dope,
think Al
dope.
does the score there. I'm not too sure, but I saw his name there somewhere. Yeah,
Word, 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 word. So also you mentioned that you were a facilitator, right? And that
yeah.
you've done workshops, you went to high schools and um institutions of higher education and museums and prisons.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Mm-hmm.
in terms of going to such places, like what do you think hip hop can do to educate such people?
People like. Well, I didn't really understand your
Like
question.
institutions like the youth in high schools and the young people in the institution of higher education, and then like in prisons, like I mean it's a place for rehabilitation, right? So what do you think we can do to address those people and inspire them, you know, and take them to the next level? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. Good question. I'll tell it like this. I'd say, because these are all institutions that has a particular purpose, but at the very foundation of it, when trying to get information across from prison to schools, tertiary institutions as well.
Word.
It's the way they
Word.
socialize, or how you find they like little microcosms of various you know, energies that has information which you need to unlock, but only through something that's familiar, like hip hop. It's like everybody
Word.
understands hip hop is such a solid identity vehicle. Like you can identify with a certain emotion, you know, whatever it is, aggression, feeling good, you know, and then that vehicle allows you to actually put something in there that out of all of them, at least one or two can take with them, you know, to basically just dig further, because knowledge of self is such a key ingredient when it comes to MCing for me through hip hop, that I've found I can use that in schools, high schools, but in particular when it comes to doing a lecture at university level as well, which I've done a couple of times, both here and Wits University is one, Grahamstown, and then there's in the Netherlands as well, and then in prisons as well. They need to forget who they are for that little moment to understand something that something that speaks to them so directly, that you wake up almost like a slumbering giant within everyone, like through that.
Right.
And when I speak in my own language now, they feel it without needing to understand every word. Like, yo, that makes sense. So now with mathematics, you spoke to movement. So there's kinetic, there's rhythm. So, you know, yeah, anyway, it's multifaceted, this thing, once you understand the art form, what it's really about.
Yeah, man, it's dope that you do something like you're doing something like that, because you know there's a lot of misconceptions about our music, you know, our culture, about hip hop as a culture.
Thanks,
So
man.
yeah,
Thanks, and I'm thankful for everyone that found you know, inspiration through what I do to be part of their journey as well. I mean,
definitely.
My growth for the longest period since the early, like since 2010 or just before, was the jazz world, or the students of what is called jazz. You know,
Word.
Now I'm talking about, again, your Benjamin Jeff, the Skull Shepherds, Bukani Dyers, Sisonke's, Melanie Skoltz, and the list goes on. They've got such a deep appreciation for originality and telling our stories, you know, emancipation of, you know, us, you know, from this adversarial almost reality, you know.
Word.
Because we're still trying to make sense of what this democracy is, you know. I mean, this is the country where a guy came from prison, became president, and the other way around. And now you got presidents going to jail as well. But that's where I still today I can now find myself in the jazz world, learning more and applying it to my raps and stuff. And I'm still in touch with him. And there's too much to gain to abuse it, man. Listening music.
True that.
So yeah.
True that. Yeah, man. Because from the way you're saying that you get your influence from Prophets of the City and Public Enemy, like I can tell that you're a revolutionary type of person, because you even mentioned the fact that you're worried about the fact that the rich are making decisions on behalf of the poor. So I wanted to know from you, like,
hey, where
what
did you hear that?
I saw it in one of the sites where you mentioned something like that. So like I wanted to know from you, like, what do you think can be done for the poor to be well represented? You know what I'm saying?
For the poor to not think of themselves as poor, man.
Word.
You see, because we were told we are poor.
Word.
But if you're alive, you're
True.
rich in life, you know. So is that perspective thing once again. If you don't walk around with the mind of your priest, it's that simple.
True. True.
You'll stay where you are with a constant. If you have that victim mentality, like you are owed this and that. When you look around, people are getting up every morning to go and get their daily bread. You can't just sit and pray, man. Hope and wish
Word.
and stuff. We've got ways and means. We are African like that, you know.
True.
We created everything that people believe today, like systems.
True.
You know, yeah.
True.
So and also, we need to start. And there's a lot that's doing it already, investing in each other's business.
True that.
In each other's platforms. Hip Hop TV needs to grow more, you know, and it's gonna grow some more.
True that. Big ups.
So there needs to be that mentality, and definitely, if you know your friend has a business, please do not look for discounts, man. Don't use the fact that you are connected to that person by blood or, you know, some friendship thing that now you want to abuse the business. You're killing it basically, you know.
True.
Because you're not going to do that when you go to the garage to ask for, you know, fuel.
Yeah, or when they go into Pick and Pay or Checkers.
Exactly. Why do it to someone you love, man? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's dope. True that, man. We definitely do need to start collaborating as a community.
Yeah.
I'm truly down with that.
And while we're there, I just want to big up Trackside, because that's where I met one of the dopest beat makers, DJ Q1. He was playing cassettes, man. He made beats on cassettes. I was there with Youngster and a few other guys from El Dorado Park when I was in Joburg. And I listened to this guy speak so passionately about his beat making, and he's all about his analog sound. And then when there was a freestyle, Youngster was looking at me going, "We're gonna get onto that." I was like, "Yep, do you wanna go, bruh? I'm gonna finish. You start, I'll finish that." And that's just what we did. And since that day, we were in touch, Q1 and I, and he's still sending me beats. So look out for that. The collaboration with DJ Q1. Yeah, he had a radio. He had a platform, Radio Steez. I don't know.
Yeah. Radio Steez. I still remember that. Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Big up, DJ Q1.
Showed lots of love for the guys.
Yeah.
And also Ozark Beats as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's dope, my guy. Yeah, man. Before you leave us, man, we just want to request you if you could give us a 16 bar of what's coming next. Just a little sample.
I did not see that question coming. So is this a cappella stuff?
Yeah, sure. You can go a cappella. It's too cool.
Oh man, okay. So die pen in my hande se ou kapie, die pen in my kaak is 'n weer klaar gesteek. Ik geef het op je chat met gassen spray. Can't style displayed live op stage. Oh ja, hij is nog getreffer, is een lang arm. Die formula Bobby Hendrix. My skote lig is die wagste uit te geloof. MC, jou woorde verloor betekenis. Penny for your thoughts soos university kroon. My flow so lekker, het maak even 'n sturby gewoon. So moenie kat seker DC bubblegum of speakie. Ek slaat 'n bietjie soos matraste agter die factory. Basic centric style tentrik. Hoogs vlambaar, ek doep 'n swart skaap met bleeds. Skaak maat so 'n test pieces. Kinetic, my kraamsaal is 'n taxi. Hip-hop het my addicted. Ek rendezvous met 'n vixen op 'n bosnesse sygeling en rol 'n bol krye wat die longe streets kom op getuies. Dis fucking stekers vir Poro Big Sapers. Jy Hip-Hop TV Jitsvinger.
Big up, G. Shout out to you, man. Thanks for letting me interview you, bro. Yo, man. Much respect to you guys and everything. Yeah, man. We wish you all the best, man.
Thanks,
Sweet.
Bro.
So we'll be waiting soon for the project, man. You know we're gonna share it.
You'll be the first to know. I
Big
hope
up,
everyone enjoyed it.
up.
See you soon.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to everyone. Miss Pova Sender, photos by Simeon. Yo, AF Easy. Away. Kalim. Photos by Simeon, Luisa, Benjamin. Yo, shout out to you guys. Thanks for watching. Leanne Mayer, Red GXA, Tanya, Linky, DP, T-Man Show, Shante Phillips, Marco Ross, Aaron, Ty, Reedy, Jane, Mingus, just Tiffany, Zion One, Heine, Jackie Sopama, Reedy, Haney, okay, Georgian, Miguel, Gavin, Skids, let me see, Anna too, shout out to you guys, thanks for watching, yeah, man, see you next time, so yeah. That's what's up, man. That was our homie Jitsvinger. Yeah, shout out. Hip Hop Nation TV signing out. I'm your homie, Mighty Encrypted. Change. Peace out. 2091. Represent. Peace.
Trap, skoppen, klappen, skoppen, zaak, dof opgemaakt. Tokkelen oppervlak en drop vrachten, vol substance, soos viskop en patat. Druk het in jou tonsels, springen nie maar op, begin die film, die so gospel. Doefdaf, boebalit, zeka, toeleef, boerai, boelag, soos yes, ja. En het week op jou boer, soos een offer, so op iets op, verhindruk, vervoer. Live kulaf in hij kwai sutan, zij suputa, live slata pansula. Vier hij stoep af, draai de schroef af met zout en azijn. Kooslijke draak, wees die zij goed staat. Video maat zij zie, video paard zij lief door laat door in mijn smaat, ja, music. Zoek naar mijn broer, zij weken op mijn shit, zie en kop en die zij boef, kon lik het op, maal die kaal, die ik sluit, zie oud, is maal met die sound, soos panic saus van die kaap, friek. Skaf tien soos bakstine, voor jou ziek gedachtes en asfaltbiene. Konak met die freestyle, so filosofie land, kaart, soos kaspaas en transvaal. Die mannen in middel, de had op even gezet op een is de jas nodig dan. Freestyle, Friday, jas nodig dan. Zats, vangen, jas nodig dan. Zeg het, ja.